Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Looks like the game might have decided to be a little bit brighter today, which is going to make my life a hell of a lot easier in editing.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Nothing, apparently.
Of course. If there is anything else, I am here to help.
Alright, well, in any event, let's see if Jolie has any more stories for us as well. And I think we're gonna head off to Manaan.
Got something on your mind, dude?
What do you know about the Sith?
Bad men. Women, too, to be fair.
You must know more than that.
Oh, indeed. They make a fine sandwich, also. But don't tell the Jedi Council I said that.
You're being elusive on purpose.
And just what gave you the impression that I know anything more about the Sith than you do?
You did. You said you fought them.
Oh, that's right. Damn the years of the young. I was expecting you to be your usual inattentive self when I mentioned that. So it's true, yes. I fought plenty of Sith. That was during the time of Exar Kun. Oh, 40 years ago now. Has it been that long?
Who is this Exar Kun?
Exar was a Jedi who was corrupted by ghosts of the old Sith, or so they say. He attempted to conquer the Republic and create a new golden age of the Sith.
And he was killed?
Better to say he was defeated, but essentially, yes. The victory did not come easily, however.
Are these the same Sith that we're fighting now?
No, of course not. The Sith have come and gone for ages. They were not called the Sith many thousands of years ago, perhaps. But the dark side was always present, without a doubt. Oh, sure, occasionally the light side comes close to vanquishing the dark, but the dark always returns. The fact that Exar Kun was defeated didn't mean the Sith would never return, as they obviously have now. Everyone knows that.
What happened during the war with Exar Kun, then?
That is not a pleasant time to remember. After Exar Kun fell to the dark side, he attempted to recruit other Jedi to his cause. What surprised us, what took us completely unprepared, was how utterly successful he was. Many Jedi joined him and became Sith themselves. Why they did, I will never truly know, but they did. Battle broke out throughout the Order, pupil against master. We fought ourselves.
That must have been difficult.
Yes, more than difficult. Next to impossible. How do you fight against someone you love? Pah, I dislike such memories. It leaves a taste in the mouth that... it is a sadness I thought I had put aside long ago. Ask me about the war some other time, just not now. I would prefer to be by myself for now.
Alrighty. Jolie talked about the Sith and mentioned that he had been involved in the Sith War involving the infamous Dark Jedi Exar Kun. It was obviously an unpleasant memory for him, however, and he told you to ask him about it later when you gained more experience. Well, we don't have too much more experience left to gain. We have 2 levels. Yeah, so let's head out. For now, we'll bring Karth and Jolie. Oh, shit. We aren't on, we're still on, whatchamacallit. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to do. So let's take a quick look at HK stats here. So remember these. Was it 16, 16, and 14, 12, 10? So now what I'm going to do... Okay, I have Calrissian's utility belt. Is that going to be enough? Okay, I don't have that implant, apparently. I don't have that one. I don't know if this is going to be enough, but we're going to give it a try.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
I would like to try restoring some of your memory.
Affirmative. If you believe your skills are up to the task, Master, then I can certainly guide you through the process. Request. I only ask that you be oh so very careful, Master. I am too valuable and well-crafted to perish at the hands of ineptitude.
Are you implying I am inept?
Negatory. No, Master. You are not a droid, however, and therefore your skills are limited by the physical capabilities of your meatbag extremities. Or some such.
Or some such. Let's get started.
Statement. As you wish, Master. The first stage is the simple one, and that is accessing my central control cluster. This may take a while. First, you will need to open 3 panels. Now close the last panel. I am afraid the operation did not succeed, Master, though it was a valiant attempt for a meatbag. Supplication. Perhaps it would be best if you desisted your efforts for the moment, Master. This seems to be going nowhere.
Very well, we'll do this later.
As you desire, Master. I cannot help but claim a small amount of relief. Signing off.
I gotta actually see how much... where's it? Skills? Repair... Oh, okay, I don't have the... I need at least 8. What is my intelligence? Yeah, that makes sense. Alright. We'll go to Manaan. We need money. And Manaan is going to be a good place to make money. But I might be able to get 2 or 3 of his repairs done. Manaan. Terrain worldwide ocean. Native species. Selkath. Docking city of Ethel.
You felt it, yes? Another vision? The Force continues to work through us, showing us the star maps unearthed by Reverend Malak. It is strange that anyone would have built a star map here. The entire surface of Manaan is covered by nothing but vast oceans.
Maybe the land was once above the surface.
It is possible. The melting of polar caps or a cataclysmic earthquake could have buried the land beneath the waves eons ago. Records from that time are incomplete. The ocean floor is vast, and much of it is uncharted, even by the native Selkath. But how could Revan and Malak have found their way down? No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Alright, so star map Manaan. Manaan is an ocean world covered completely by water. The only surface settlement on the planet is the constructed Otto city. Any ancient relics or ruins would probably be below the surface. Okay, we got a lot of more quests than I would like. And Canderous is supposed to eventually come to terms with Joggy, I think, although That might be after a star map, I'm wondering. Anyways. Come on, this game is old enough, it shouldn't take that long. Alright.
What?
Level up, attributes. He's a rooty tooty shooty boy. I'll give him more dex, skills. Demolitions, feats. What is this? Oh, master conditioning. Yeah, we'll get him that. There we go. Okay, where's the obligatory, you have to pay to park here. Pay money to park here. Oh, that is quite beautiful. Quite beautiful indeed. Alright, well, let's see what's going on outside. As you can see, we're in the Republic hangar. Docking Bay 26C.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the galactic senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
Why do the Sith upset you so much, young man?
Well, these damn Sith are everywhere on Manaan, pushing us Republic citizens around, trying to goad us into breaking the law somewhere.
Breaking the law?
Yeah, the Selkath want to maintain their neutrality in this war we're fighting with the Sith, and they enforce it very strictly. So we just have to sit here and let the Sith insult us, and we can't raise a hand against them. Otherwise, the Republic will face severe Kolto export restrictions, and that could lose us the war altogether.
What is Kolto?
You're joking, right? I'm sorry, but everyone knows what Kolto is. It's the most powerful healing agent in the galaxy. I would have died several times myself if we didn't have this stuff handy. But the reason it's important here is that Kolto is only found naturally on Manaan, and all of our attempts to synthesize it have failed miserably. So, we sit here on the surface, the Selkath harvesting what Kolto bubbles up from the bottom of the ocean, and we buy it from them. Well, us and the Sith, of course. The Selkath don't want to play favorites.
The Republic and the Sith both stay here.
The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling Kolto to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of Kolto on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require?
Have you seen an ancient star map?
A star map? Like an ancient artifact or something? No, I'm sorry, I've never heard of it. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Why are there Sith up Manaan?
Well, for the Kolto, of course. Really, that's the only reason anyone would want to be here. It's the only reason the Selkath built Atto City in the first place. To explore Kolto.
Why haven't they joined the Republic?
The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling Kolto to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of Kolto on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require?
No.
No. Is there any...
Tell me about Otto City.
It's big. Real big. Actually, it's pretty much the only real city on the entire world. The only place for us air breathers, anyway. Manaan is a water world, which you may have noticed on your way down to land here, inhabited natively by a species of fish people called the Selkath. They built this city to cater to us off-worlders, and as a base of operations to export colto, which is the only real thing they have to trade here.
The Republic and Sith both stay here.
The Selkath think that by staying neutral... Well, but is there...
Never mind, I must go.
Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
Alright, so... Public Embassy. A Republic soldier you met in docking bays in Manaan seemed to think you might have a hard time fighting the embassy here in the city. Perhaps it's a big place. He said you should go south to the first courtyard, then east to the second courtyard, and it's in the northeast section of that area. I'm sure we'll stumble across it eventually. Okay, so this is a dead end. Let's see what... Anyone here have anything to say? Anything to loot? No?
Yeah, I can't talk now. I've got to get this colto loaded up before my shift is over.
Alright, the other way we go. Hello, Mr. Cleaning Droid. Beep, beep, boop, boop, beep, beep. Oh, merchant. Tell me about Otto City. Tell me about Manaan. Let me see your inventory. Alright, so do you have anything? He doesn't really have anything I care about. Wait, I have 4,000 credits? Okay. Well, fortunately, there doesn't seem to be a docking fee here, which is kind of unusual. Also, for those who are peripherally aware of Star Wars lore, you may have heard of Bacta before as like a miracle healing substance. Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back, after Luke gets back from his little Wampa excursion, he's in a Bacta healing tank. And that's, you know, supposed to be healing him up. Colto is basically not Bacta for the Old Republic, as I guess they couldn't just use Bacta for some reason, so we have Colto instead. Now, Bacta, I don't know if it was exclusively produced on Typhera, I think the planet was called, but I do believe that was at the very least a main production source, and it seems they're trying to do the same thing here with Manaan being the main production source and, well, only production source for Colto. Hello, Nubasa. Exotic species? What sort of exotic species? Why would you want to buy animals? So you want to smuggle them in? I have some Gizka if you're interested. Thanks anyway then. So he's there if you want to get rid of the Gizka, but I'd rather like it. Jedi Duncan, we haven't seen you in forever. And I do want to see what his initial dialogue was. Greetings. Forgive me if this seems an odd question, off-worlder, but might you have any exotic species for sale? Nothing dangerous, mind you.
Hey, stranger. Mysterious stranger. Wow, look at you. A Jedi. No wonder I could never beat you. It's me, Duncan. Jedi Duncan, from the dueling arena on Terrace, remember?
Jedi Duncan, I remember.
I'm glad to see you made it off Terrace alive. Things were pretty bad when the Sith started their bombardment. But I guess getting off the planet would be easy for a Jedi, huh? Oh, there was a handful of us who made it out. The lucky ones. I survived by breaking into the military base, overpowering a dozen Sith soldiers, and stealing one of their own ships.
You overpowered a dozen Sith.
Well, when the bombing started, the Sith sent down a bunch of autopiloted ships to evacuate soldiers from the planet. I saw one and I figured it was a rescue ship, so I ran up to it. A Sith patrol was approaching from the other side, getting ready to board. When they saw me, they all pulled their blasters. But it takes more than a dozen armed Sith soldiers to slow me down.
Do you really expect me to believe this?
Well, tell the truth, I didn't actually take the Sith out. A building fell on them. A chunk of building, actually, from the bombing. Crushed the whole bunch of them. Very messy. So there I was, all alone and standing by this empty evacuation ship. I climbed on board, overrode the autopilot controls, and lifted off into orbit. The ship had all the Sith launch codes programmed in, so I didn't have to worry about being blasted from the sky. I just played it cool and tried to fly casual. In the confusion of the bombing, nobody paid any attention to my one little ship slipping away from the fleet. Once I was out of scanner range, I knew I was home free.
So what are you doing here?
I've decided to become a mercenary. Came here looking for work. I heard the Republic was hiring. But they weren't interested in me. Guess I made a mistake by telling them who I was. They'd heard of me. Seems like everybody's heard of me. The legend of Jedi Duncan, the worst duelist of all time, spread far and wide across the galaxy. Makes it hard to earn a living, you know?
Why is the Republic hiring mercenaries?
I have no idea. All I know is that if I don't find some way to shake my reputation soon, I'm gonna have to find another line of work. It's too bad. Hey, wait a minute. You're a Jedi now, so you probably won't be doing much dueling anymore, right? So the name Mysterious Stranger probably won't be much use to you anymore, right? So, can I have it? I mean, if everyone's heard of Deadeye Duncan, then they probably heard of the Mysterious Stranger, but nobody knows anything about you except the name. You could be anybody. Man, woman, me.
You want to tell them you're the champion?
If I say I'm the Mysterious Stranger, who's gonna know? There'll be celebrity tours, maybe some endorsements. I could milk this thing for months. Well, right up until people see me fight. What do you say? Fame? Celebrity? You don't need that. You're a Jedi. But I'm just a guy trying to earn a living. Come on, give me a break.
No, you can't take my credit.
Just forget I ever mentioned it. It was a dumb idea. I'll figure something out on my own. I probably should be going now anyway. I'm heading off planet. Maybe I can find work somewhere else. Somewhere they've never heard of Deadeye Duncan. Goodbye, stranger.
Like he said, they'll know as soon as they see him fight, and I'm not going to have him sully my name. I won't have him go down a life of crime on my account. And honestly, this will probably help keep him safe. Well, hello there, Sith soldier.
We've got all the proper Kolto trading permits, so back off. I don't have time to listen to your stories. I've got a full shipment of Kolto ready to load before my shift is over.
Well, there's 2 Imperial transports full of Kolto. Alright, there's nothing we can do here, unfortunately. But I do like how apparently behind the door all the cameras are off. So in theory I could strike them down, or they could have attempted to attack me, which I'm a little disappointed they didn't. Oh well. Oh, it's in docking bay 26A.
Didn't work.
Impossible. Okay. Well, I guess we're not going in there right now. We're supposed to meet someone here, I think. Let's take a look at our quest log for that. Manaan, you have been advised to see Roland Wan at the Republic Embassy for further information on Manaan. Here we go. Geno Harada. The Twi'lek named Senny Beck has given you a data pad he claims you dropped. On the data pad is a cryptic message. Geno Harada say to see Hulas on Manaan, come alone or not at all. I haven't seen Hulas yet. Although... we can see if,
Didn't work.
nope, alright. Thought it was worth a try. I guess we'll go out into the city proper and see what kind of trouble we can stir up. I like how they say you can turn subtitles off for more cinematic experience, but I find subtitles add to the cinematic experience. What? How's the meme go? I can't hear. I can't hear without my subtitles. Here, who are we got here? Jolan Abbott. Who are you?
Labis jubong kuki pangpa tong tuamaji human ak unun intetune ako chichopa Kimba Mulirab Wanaji. Chiska Nichu.
Not right now.
Tava. Uba Baska Dwana Chichopa Muska. Chiyokaku.
Alright, so he's your designated POSIC player. Eventually I might play more POSIC. I don't... when I need to make money to buy everything before the final area, but I really don't feel like going through it right now. What are the rules exactly? That's it? Only 2 laws? How can you be neutral when the Sith are trying to conquer everything? Seems awfully short-sighted. Make it 50 credits and you got a deal. Very well, here's the docking fee. Okay, so do we actually get the welcome, traveler, to exciting and adventurous Manaan. Manaan, the only source of the healing coltal in the entire galaxy, is a wonderful and refreshing place to visit or do business. The Manaan Port Authority welcomes beings of all species and affiliations to trade peacefully within the confines of Ato City. All visitors will rest easy knowing that the Selkath security forces are always alert and watchful, even while you sleep. Our constant vigilance keeps the peace on the streets of Ato City and prevents the needless interruption of commerce by violence. Enjoy a fun and prosperous stay on Manaan, and please tell your friends about Manaan. And they didn't give us a map. I assume it just fills in the map for the next area. And also, I was expecting like beep boop or Selkath speak, but In any event, actually, curiously enough, it sounds very much like the whatchamacallit, the star map system from Kashyyyk. And here we have a nice view of the city. Ooh, nice steam vent. Oh, this is all open air. Nice. Very beautiful. This must be the Sith quarter.
These Selkath don't know what they're gonna miss. When the Sith Empire finally crushes the Republic, then we'll see how long their vaunted neutrality lasts.
Yeah, I was gonna say, once the war is over, the Sith won't have as much need of Kolto. So they could probably hoard what little would be left, assuming Manaan did follow through on their threat to destroy the supply, and then take over anyways. And then the Sith would obviously try to reestablish their own manufacturing of it once they took over the planet.
Your precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't really provoke the Sith into a fight, which I would love, but... Alright. They'll just kind of filling in the... I kind of thought they would give us the auto map, but I guess not. There's the Republic Embassy. I guess I ended up in a visitor's hotel. Guess I ended up finding it without even really paying attention. Yeah, you can see that's the Republic symbol, at least as far as this game is concerned.
Welcome to Manaan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid.
Why are your soldiers loading so much Kolto?
Kolto is a precious resource. Its healing powers are near miraculous. During times of war, Kolto becomes even more valuable. As long as we have the permits, we will continue to harvest Kolto and ship it to our Republic soldiers battling against the Sith. Of course, the Sith enjoy the very same privileges. If there was some way we could gain an edge over the Sith in our Kolto supply, but the Selkath are fiercely protective of their neutrality in this conflict. They do not want to grant either side an advantage.
I have some questions about Ahto City.
A beautiful place, Ahto City. A paradise on the water. But remember, within the city itself, the Selkath have absolute authority. They're a tough race, but fair. Obey the Selkath laws, keep the peace, and you should encounter no problems. I assume you received a visitor guide to the city when you docked your ship. I regret there is little I can tell you that's not in the visitor guide, my good Jedi. My duties rarely permit me to venture beyond the walls of the Republic Embassy.
I'm on a mission from the Jedi Council. Perhaps you can help me with it.
Oh, of course. Of course I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council.
I seek a star map, the remnant of an ancient and forgotten race.
An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manaan?
You know something.
Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first.
Come on, tell me.
No. You do what I want and maybe I can help you out. Until then, nothing.
What do you want me to do?
We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Ahto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Phyraxan sharks, but while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back.
Where is the droid?
It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manaan. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do.
How do I get in the Sith base?
There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far.
Is there another way?
We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for passcards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way.
Is there another way?
The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first?
I'll interrogate the prisoner.
Good call. Just make sure you don't push him too hard or we might lose him. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
Alright. Mission for the Republic. You have spoken to Roland Wan, the representative of the Republic Embassy on Manaan. He says that he may have information about the star map, but will only tell you what he knows if you retrieve the remains of a Republic probe droid lost recently to the Sith. The droid has sensitive data recordings of its mission outside of Ahto City, and the Republic wants it back before the Sith are able to decrypt it. To do this, you will need to enter the Sith Embassy. Said there are 3 ways to get into the Sith base. You can interrogate a Sith prisoner who was found snooping around the Republic Embassy. He knows a passcode that allows some entry to the Sith base. You can decrypt some captured Sith passcards and use them to open the door to the base. You can use the key Roland gave you and force your way into the Sith-controlled hangar and fly outside Ahto City and into the embassy through the rear entrance. Hangar is located at the west end of the Ahto City docking bay. Once you have entered the Sith base, retrieve the data module and return it to Roland. Star map, Manaan. Roland Wan, the Republic diplomat on Manaan, has indicated that he may know something about ancient ruins on Manaan. He first requires you to retrieve a data module stolen by the Sith and bring it back to him before he'll tell you anything. Well, let's go see about this, Okay. What are we at now? LP DAC 47. Just in case. I don't think the Republic's going to torture him, but...
So, you're the one Roland has got to help us interrogate this prisoner. I hope your Jedi powers will come in useful. This one has been most resistant. He's a Sith spy we picked up a little while ago, snooping around outside trying to get in. We thought he was suspicious and brought him inside when the Selkath weren't looking. But it seems the Sith have done a pretty good job of conditioning this guy, and we haven't been able to break him yet.
What did they do to him?
The Sith protect their really important spies with some sort of mental force feedback system. They can turn their minds in on themselves, so force compulsions won't affect them. Combine this with conventional training to resist interrogation, and sometimes it takes months to get them to tell what they know. Do you want to interrogate him now?
Yes.
Well, the training the Sith gave him will protect him from most normal interrogation techniques, and also from force persuasion. We have found a few hooks you might find useful. He was with another man when he was first spotted. We think it was another spy, but we didn't manage to catch him. We also seized some personal documents he had on him when he was captured. It would seem that he's married to a woman named Tila. We checked this in our computers, and it seems to hold up. We've sent a couple of agents to investigate, but it may be a while.
What do I have to work with?
What we have here is your standard issue truth serum. It should make him spill his guts in no time. But there is a catch.
A catch?
Because of his conditioning, he's able to resist it at small doses. But if you give him too much, his body realizes what you're trying to do and shuts his mind down completely. If you do that, you'll have to inject him with an antidote that neutralizes the truth serum. Unfortunately, that too has a drawback.
I detect a pattern here.
It causes short-term memory loss. This may work to your advantage because you can try the same tactic over and over again. But if you use it too much, he may forget everything we want to know. Shall we get it started then?
Yes.
Hey you, wake up. Someone wants to talk to you.
What do you want?
Relax, I'm not here to threaten you.
You're not. You lies. You work for the Republic.
We're the only ones who will take you in now.
The Sith will never trust you again, spy. We're the only place you have left. Tell us what we want to know.
But they wouldn't, would they?
If you talk, we can make it worth your while.
Ha, worth my while. The Sith don't pay very well, but they'd kill me.
I don't want to hurt you unless you make me.
Please don't hurt me. What do you want?
We know about your companion.
What companion?
Perhaps we would give you back to the Sith, but keep him.
Of course, they would never believe we let you go so easily, but they would all too happily believe you betrayed them.
No, never.
Damn, he blanked out.
Alright. I didn't use any truth serum on him.
What do you want?
We know about your companion.
What companion?
We don't really need you. Your companion will tell us what we want to know anyways.
The gutless Sith worm is already starting to crack. We'll have what we need within hours.
He wouldn't talk. Or has he already? No.
If you don't tell us, he will suffer.
But please don't hurt us. What do you want?
Relax, I'm not here to threaten you.
You're not. You lies. You work for the Republic.
We're the only ones who will take you in now.
The Sith will never trust you again, spy. We're the only place you have left. Tell us what we want to know.
Never. I am Sith. I will never betray them. Your Republic is weak, and will soon fall at any rate.
Talk, we can make it worth your while.
Ha, worth my while. The Sith don't pay very well, but they'd kill me.
I don't want to hurt you unless you make me.
There's nothing you can do to me, Jedi, that the Sith wouldn't do worse. I'm not afraid of you.
Maybe we should do something about Tila.
Tila? How did you find out about her?
We can make life easy for both of you here in the Republic.
Damn
it.
Why?
Relax, I'm not here to threaten you.
You're not. You lies. You work for the Republic.
We're the only ones who will take you in now.
The Sith will never trust you again, spy. We're the only place you have left. Tell us what we want to know.
But they wouldn't, would they?
If you talk, we can make it worth your while.
Ha, worth my while. The Sith don't pay very well, but they'd kill me. What do you want?
Maybe we should do something about Tila.
Tila? How did you find out about her?
We can make life easy for both of you here in the Republic.
No, never.
Damn, he blanked out.
God damn it. So what's the point? Do I have to... I just want to see here. If I have to, like, get a certain number of successes, or... What's it? Out to west, I think. No. Bazak, missing Selkath. Fortunately, the East Central. He does seem to be very resistant even to my persuasion. I thought this would be easier. Alright. Mental state changes as you interrogate him. Each of the 3 dialogue options and successful persuade checks from 3 subsequent options for each will get him closer to the threshold at which he'll tell you what to know. +9 is required, and the final +2 must come from the success of one of the 3 easy persuade checks. This is exceeded, he blanks out. Three. Okay, so.
What do you want?
We know about your companion.
What companion?
We don't really need you. Your companion would tell us what we need to know anyways.
The gutless Sith worm is already starting to crack. We'll have what we need within hours.
He wouldn't talk. Or has he already? No.
Or... if you don't tell us, he will suffer.
But he... Please don't hurt us.
6.
What do you want?
Maybe we should do something about Tila.
Tila? How did you find out about her?
Or something may happen to her.
Damn.
Oh, okay. I got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, interrogate him.
What do you want?
We know about your companion.
What companion?
We don't really need you. Your companion will tell us what we need to know anyways.
The gutless Sith worm is already starting to crack. We'll have what we need within hours.
He wouldn't talk. Or has he already? No.
Let's try something else.
What do you want?
Maybe we should do something about Tila.
Tila? How did you find out about her?
We have her already. She may be spared if you talk.
All right. I'll tell you what you want to know.
What's the passcode to the Sith base?
It's Zeta 245698 Alpha. Just no more.
Good. With this pass, you should be able to get into the Sith base without trouble. Just don't delay too long, or they might learn that he's been captured.
All right. Now what we can do is... I don't know, can we use T3M4 to look at the stuff?
Have you managed to retrieve the data from our droid in the Sith base?
No, I have not.
Time is a critical factor. We cannot allow the Sith to decode that data recording, or our operations on Manaan would be compromised.
Okay, I guess I have to... Alright. I guess we have to go to the base now, because I broke him already. Visitors Hotel, I don't want to go in there yet. There will be reasons for that later. That we'll see, but, Alright, what's in here? Oh, is this a store? General store. Yeah, let's see what's in there.
How much for all this stuff, Tybark?
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mori ra. Tangi wama jikona. Donki pa nonku nek abog.
Thanks, Tybark. Catch you next week.
So he's friendly to the Republic.
Now I gotta get back to my post at the Republic Embassy. My break is almost over.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mori ra. Tangi wama jikona. Donki pa nonku nek abog. Chaskronki do patslemo. Chi ita kanki chana kilikon. Kinba muli ra dwana ji. Kinba no kunikset abog achua penki. Yun patisa. Tichuba jikutka naga. Kinbu mwa mulira dwana. Kinba nikcha lora kun.
Let me see what you have in stock.
Tong hit wama aki inkotune. Or tong hit wama ji aki inkotun. Tong pa no kun. No nek. Chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Ki mulira kun kin. Kinba no kun nik dorcha.
Alright. Most of this stuff is not usable. Arcanian heavy pistol. It's not moddable. Pistol targeting optics. Okay, that just gives you pistol feats. Combat sensor dexterity +2. That could be useful. Stabilizer mask. Advanced oral amplifier. Breath mask. Neural band. Strength gauntlets. Cardio regulator. Ooh, a Beamon package. Can't afford it, but Shiny battle stimulant. Advanced stun ray. DC 20 to negate stun. Yeah, he doesn't really have anything too useful for us here, unfortunately. Ooh, you look like you're...
Those Sith are always trying to goad us. Why don't the Selkath stop them?
Ulas.
Kakinja nawabakaon. Pichage borang turang. Nada chawa yishun kun. Noba mulira hilai kuka. Kang nibora tong chitsa. Jesko yohaba kaba nopi do ula.
A rather strange greeting.
Chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Agi uko tune chuna mulira. Tangi wama jikona. Tong kipa nonku nek abog. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. O tong hit wama ji aki inko tun. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Ki mulira kun kin. Kinba no kun nik wota.
Who are you?
Kakinja nawabakaon. Pichage borang turang. Nada chawa yishun kun. Noba mulira tilai kuka. Kang nibora tong chitsa. Jesko yohaba kaba nopi do ula.
My name is Daxstar.
Achua penki. Yun patisa. Ichuba jikotka naga. Kingu mwa mulira dwana. Kinba nikcha lora kun.
Sunnyback gave me a message to see you.
Chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Agi unko tune chuna mulira. Tangi wama jikona. Tong kipa nonku nek abog. Tong hit wama aki unko tune. O tong hit wama ji aki unko tun. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Ki mulira kun kin. Kinba no kun nik dota.
I'll be going now.
Topa na ota bokasa. Papa ki mulira kun kin. Chang wapa chingo shang li chama ucha wish uyong kun.
Okay, he's giving a pretty big hint there to whatchamacallit, leave your companions behind. I also, oh damn it, I can't. I realized I forgot to look at the first line of the Selkath trade authority, but it's too far back now. Oh, it specifically instructs you to leave them on the Ebon Hawk. I was hoping to just be like, oh, you know, go solo mode and be like, yeah, they're totally not here.
Achua penki. Yun patisa. Ichuba jikotka naga. Kingu mwa mulira dwana. Kinba nikcha lora kun.
I want to ask you some questions.
Chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Agi unko tune chuna mulira. Tangi wama jikona. Tong kipa nonku nek abog.
What are you doing here, Manaan?
Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun muliras nimo poiwanga tang itwama ji human act in ikatune. Tong hitwama act inkotune. O tang hitwama ji act inkotun. Tong panokun nonek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. Kimba no kun nik lota.
I want to ask you some more questions.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muli ra. Tangi wama jiko na. Tonki pa nonku nek abog.
What can you tell me about the Republic here at Manaan?
Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun muli ras nimo poiwanga tangi wama ji human act in ikatune kakincha na wabakaon. Pichage borang turang nada chawa yishun kun. No ba muli rati lai kuka kang nibo ratong chitsa. Chesko yo haba kaba no pi do ula chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muli ra tangi wama jiko na. Don't keep nonku nek abog.
They hate us for our freedoms. Do you know anything about the Sith here, Manaan?
Don't hit wama aki inko tune. O tong hi wama ji aki inko tu. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. Kimba no kun nik lota. Diska dosoki kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami Jusku Chitanai, Uchua Penki, Topa na Oto Bokasa, Yubabato Kanchi, Yatuka Ulan, Tong Hitwama Aki Inkotune, Otong Hitwama Ji Aki Inkotun, Tong Panokun, Nonek, Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Ki Mulira Kun King, Kimba no Kun Nik Lota.
Sith don't negotiate, they'll use brute force to maintain control.
Diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smack toma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na oto bokasa, yubabato kanchi, yatuka ulan, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune, chuna muli ra, tangi wama jiko na, tonki pa nonku nek abog.
I want to ask you some more questions.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muli ra. Tangi wama jiko na. Tonki pa nonku nek abog.
What do you know about Selkath?
Tongi wama aki inko tune. O tongi wama ji aki inko tu. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. Kimba no kun nik lota. Diska dosoki kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua penki. Topa na oto bokasa. Yubabato kanchi. Yatuka ulan. Tong hitwama aki inko tune. O tong hitwama ji aki inko tu. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. Kimba no kun nik lota.
I'll be going now.
Topa na oto bokasa. Pampa ki mulira kun king. Chang wapa chinyo shang wi chama ucha wish uyong kun. Achua pengti. Yun patisa. Di chuba jikotka naga. Kingu mwa mulira dwana. Kimba nikcha lora kun.
Sending back gave me a message to see you.
Tong hitwama aki inko tune. O tong hitwama ji aki inko tu. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. Kimba no kun nik lota. Diska dosoki kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua penki. Topa na oto bokasa. Yubabato kanchi. Yatuka ulan.
Never heard of you.
Tong hitwama aki inko tune. Otangi Mamaji Aki Ikotun, Tong Panokun, Nonek, Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Ki Mulira Kun King, Kimba no Kun Nik Lota, Jiska Dosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachu, Labora na Winky Smack Toma, Kuyami Jusku Chitanai, Uchua Penki, Topa na Oto Bokasa, Yubapato Kanchi, Yatuka Ulan, Tong Hit Wama Aki Inkotune, Otong Hit Wama Ji Aki Inkotun, Tong Panokun, Nonek, Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Ki Mulira Kun King, Kimba no Kun Nik Lota,
I understand.
Chiwa Aita Kan Kicha na Tupornibo, Kun Mulira Slimo Poiwanga, Tong Itwamaji, Human Ak Inkatune, Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Agi Inkotune, Chuna Mulira, Tong Itwamaji Kona, Tong Kitpa Nonku Nek Abog, Tong Hitwama Aki Inkotune, Otong Hitwamaji Aki Inkotun, Tong Panokun, Nonek, Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Ki Mulira Kun King, Kimba no Kun Nik Lota, Chiwa Aita Kan Kicha na Tupornibo, Kun Mulira Snimo Poiwanga, Tong Itwamaji, Human Ak Inkatune,
I will preserve the secrecy of your order.
Tong Hitwama Aki Inkotune, Otong Hitwamaji Aki Inkotun, Tong Panokun, Nonek, Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Ki Mulira Kun King, Kimba no Kun Nik Lota, Jiska Dosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachu, Labora na Winky Smack Toma, Kuyami Jusku Chitanai, Uchua Penki, Topa na Oto Bokasa, Yubabato Kanchi, Yatuka Ulan,
How does anybody hire you if nobody knows you exist?
Tong Hitwama Aki Inkotune, Otong Hitwama Ji Aki Inkotun, Tong Panokun, Nonek, Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Ki Mulira Kun King, Kimba no Kun Nik Lota, Jiska Dosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachu, Labora na Winky Smack Toma, Kuyami Jusku Chitanai, Uchua Penki, Kopa na Oto Bokasa, Yubabato Kanchi, Yatuka Ulan.
What does this have to do with me?
Tong Hitwama Aki Inkotune, Otong Hitwama Ji Aki Inkotun, Tong Panokun, Nonek, Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Ki Mulira Kun King, Kimba no Kun Nik Lota,
How will killing innocent people help the Republic?
Jiska Dosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachu, Labora na Winky Smack Toma, Kuyami Jusku Chitanai, Uchua Penki, Topa na Oto Bokasa, Yubabato Kanchi, Yatuka Ulan, Jiska Dosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachu, Labora na Winky Smack Toma, Kuyami Jusku Chitanai, Uchua Penki, Topa na Oto Bokasa, Yubabato Kanchi, Yatuka Ulan, Tong Hitwama Aki Inkotune, Otong Hitwama Ji Aki Inkotun, Tong Panokun, Nonek, Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Ki Mulira Kun King, Kimba no Kun Nik Lota, Jiska Dosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachu, Labora na Winky Smack Toma, Kuyami Jusku Chitanai, Uchua Penki, Topa na Oto Bokasa, Yubabato Kanchi, Yatuka Ulan.
I've changed my mind.
Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Agi Inkotune, Chuna Mulira, Tong Hitwama Ji Kona, Tong Kitpa Nonku Nek Abog.
Yeah. Get out of here before I kill you. Shady Rhodian.
On Muli Slimo Poiwanga Kun Viskin, Sumirana Nufrata Donko Sercha Doman Toma, Kaba Volpa Murji Gumaya,
Why are you just standing here in a corner?
Laboda na Winky Smack Toma, Jiska da Soki Kupa Bona na Chachu, Chawana Bota Ugatagwa King Kanki Dora, Kuyami Juski Chika Nai, the Tuka Ulwan, Jiska Soki Kupa Bona na Chachu, Tong Patoga Smaktilia,
Business.
Laboda na Winki Smaktoma, Jiska Soki Kupa Bona na Chachu, Chawanabota Ugatagwa King Kanki Dora, Kuyami Juski Chika Nai,
Fine, I'll leave.
Ubabatu Konchi, Jiska Soki Kupa Bona na Chachu.
Alright. Yeah, that guy sounded really shady, so I wasn't gonna do anything with him.
What's this? Another Republic lackey wandering the streets? Don't worry, the Sith will destroy you along with all the rest who don't bow down before Malak.
I have no wish to trade childish taunts and empty words with you.
I have nothing more to say to you. I have important Sith business to attend to.
Yes, important Sith business. Okay, buddy. Anyways, let's see if we can find the Sith embassy at least. But yeah, I don't like his reasons either. Because he's like, oh yeah, we like the Republic because we can get away with crime easier under the Republic. Which I've heard something to that effect.
Jolie, may I have a moment? There's something I wish to speak to you about.
Yep, I figured it was only a matter of time until we had the whole come back to the order discussion. Well, I guess there's no avoiding it now, so let's get it over with.
I know you have issues with the Order, but you are a Jedi, Jolie. You command the Force. Without the guidance of the Council, how can you avoid falling to the dark side?
Well, I've managed to avoid it the last 20 years or so. Besides, light side, dark side, they don't mean the same to me as they do to you. I don't see in absolutes.
Malak and the Sith are evil, Jolie. Surely you can see that.
I want to stop Malak as much as anyone. But I don't have to join the Order to do it. Look at Karth, or Canderous. They're with us in this quest, but they aren't Jedi. The capacity for good or evil, like the Force itself, is in all living creatures. And belonging to the Jedi Order, or the Sith, or any group, won't change what you are at your core.
I see you are quite adamant. No doubt you've had ample time to think on this during your long seclusion. I guess it was foolish of me to think I could sway your position so easily.
Yeah, I'm old and stubborn. But I appreciate the effort. But from now on, you can just think of me as any other non-Jedi in our little group. With a lightsaber. And Force powers.
Yeah, he does raise a good point there. I like Jolie a lot because he... Probably because he doesn't fit into the typical Star Wars dynamic of light side ultra good, dark side ultra evil. You know, he's more nuanced. He's a good guy. I mean, he may be neutral on the like if you go to his thing here, he's neutral technically, but he definitely is more light side than dark side. You know, he doesn't want to kill people unnecessarily. He doesn't you must gather your party before venturing forth. You know, he's not doing dark side shit, basically. He's not doing stuff out of greed. So they say he's neutral, but in the end, he really is kind of light side. It's just that he can use certain dark side powers to further his goals, which are generally light side goals.
Jolie, it is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Elora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Elora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. somehow.
Alright, so that's Jolie's little quest there.
So, do we have a deal?
That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling me?
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense, I guess. All right, I'm in. When do I start?
Just show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away.
Oh, he's not going to talk to us? Okay.
Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a Republic recruiting drive right now. I need to hire these mercenaries before they sign up with the Sith.
Why are you hiring mercenaries?
In case you hadn't noticed, there's a war on. If we don't hire these mercs, the Sith will. Now, excuse me. I have to continue my recruitments.
Alright, what's down here? Oh, the canteen. Okay. Alright, I think we're... My allegiances are my own business. What are you talking about? You want me to investigate these disappearances? I shall look into these disappearances for you, Shaylas. Alright, we're getting quests far faster than we can complete them at this rate, so I think we're just going to end it here, and next time we'll see if we can go about solving some of these. So with that, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time, and stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.